Well, ladies and gentlemen, if it says you're live, you must be live. This is Tim Dowd for Living with MS in Tenerife, and we're out and about today. In fact, I'm out and about on my own today because it was raining up until about 30 minutes ago, and Christina decided not to go out. So I'm getting a takeaway at the Shan Express. So hello everybody, this is Freaky Friday. Well, welcome. For those of you just joining us, I'm at Shan Express here in Playa Paraíso in the Rosa Centre. If you're watching on catch up, then this is a live. And where am I hearing this is? This is iPod. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, so I want the earphones plugged in here. Let me just see if I can get that done. Big users connected. Good. So I've got my earphones connected to this. It's trying to connect to my iPhones, which I don't want, and it just started that. So I'm not going to hear anything there, but I can see your comments. I can see 5 comments here, and I can see all your comments down here, which is good. Evening all. Let's just see who's on. So we got Jeff, Roger, Tracy, Marie, JJ, Moira, Paula, JJ, Moira, Paula, Moira, Ray from Leven in Fife, has I got it right? Leven, like I'm leaving on a jet plane. And Paula, there's loads of you. Jill Gardinier, hello Jill, I've seen you for a while. Julie Wade, Angry Velo, Una Myers, Tricia Slater, Moira, Alan S, Tim McGill, snowing at Aberdeenshire, Scotland. And Pete Shell, it's snowing. So it's not snowing here, but it did rain today. And it rained pretty heavily and quite a long time, not just pretty unusual. We're getting this weather till about Sunday, I think, so it'll be cloudy and it's a little bits of rain. I hope it's not too loud here. It is in a shopping centre, and I can flip you around and show you where we are. This is the top floor of the shopping centre, and over there is Playa Paraíso Hard Rock Hotel. And over here is the Shan Express, so I'll just show you up there. Shan, S-H-A-N. I'm connected with my thing, so I don't want to do that. Selfie mode. There we go. So I'm connected with the microphone, the wireless microphone. It's not connected to me, but it's connected to the thing it stood on. So that's good. Right. So what we're going to start with, basically, what I'm going to do today is order the food and take it home to Chris. And I did say that I'd be pretty sharpish today, so but I've got a few things for you. I've got the latest in COVID. I've got a couple of early movies that we did, which are about 2 to 3 minutes long. I think one of them's 10 minutes, but I probably won't play everything on that. And I thought I'd play some of the old stuff because on not Freaky Friday, on, I'll just mute this one. There you go. On Balcony Banter, we're showing old versions of Julie's stuff, and I thought, well, maybe you haven't been back and looked at some of the old stuff that I did, especially the AFCAS from 2019, was it? 2018, 2017, in fact, which basically I was near enough a daily vlog, so you can go back and at least you can see a couple of days within a month of what the weather was like and what the exchange rate was. So I got one of those to show you. And I've got the first balcony banter that we did on the lockdown. So that'll be good. No night out tonight, too wet, they said. Yeah, it's been pretty, in fact, it's still wet around the floor here, actually. And just have a wet me old whistle there. So, the room is actually open if you want to come in and say hello. Be no big long chats, just say hello, where you're from, and a message, and then back out to you. And we'll see how that works. Unbelievable Jeff's on, Paula's on, Simon's on, Moira, Ian the Doorman, Anne-Marie, Karen Slater. I think you're just saying hello. I saw Long Island there. Good afternoon from Long Island, New York, Anthony Martino. Hello, Anthony. Is it Anthony or Tony? Tony from Long Island, New York. Craig's on, Unamai's on. How many people we got on? We got 105 people watching. Well, you know, Friday night's great, isn't it? So let's go straight into the COVID thing. We do have an upswing in the COVID cases, the active cases. But what we should be doing is finding out how many people are actually sick with it. Because I've noticed that all the other countries and every country is, they're saying, you know, we've got so many active, but not many people are getting sick with it. And then they're coming out with these, the people who are vaccinated are less sick than the people who are vaccinated. And the people are unvaccinated if they're in, 90% of them are unvaccinated if they're in intensive care. But then I heard that if you are sick and vaccinated, they class you as unvaccinated because you can't be vaccinated because you're sick. So I think there are some, I don't think it's dodgy. I think it's not a conform way of counting people. But I've got to go with what I've got. So these are the figures for Canary Islands. This is, am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I tried to get me right in the middle there, and I've failed miserably. There you go. That's better. So yeah, as you can see, we've got 2,979 active cases in the whole of the Canary Islands, and that is up. Obviously, it was 1,000 a week ago, so it's over doubled. And on Tenerife, we've got 1,242. Most of them again in Santa Cruz, in the capital, because most people live there. La Laguna is right next door, and the student population. And then the next one is Arona with 116, and Adeje 78. That's stayed pretty constant over the past week or two, so I'm not too worried about the south of the island. I am worried that some of the small areas, you know, that weren't getting it, like Granadilla and Puerto de la Cruz, they're getting it now. They're going over the 50 mark, which isn't good. We're not sure how many it is locals and how many it is visitors. But as I said before, we used to have a test for visitors, so that was pretty safe. But now they're letting you in with the vaccination, which means you can be asymptomatic and also, naturally, you can transmit it. So you might be coming and not feeling ill, but you're giving it to the waiter or whatever you're doing it. So I'm not saying you are, but that could be some reason why we're spiking again. Because on the island, I don't think anything's changed for locals, really, apart from the number of people that are going out, because we've been sort of fairly loose early on. It could be a new variant, I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, that's the end of COVID for just now. What I'm going to do, let's come back on here. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? I like that. I'll do that again. Oh, I can't do that again unless I do something else. So I can put on, I put on this, can I? That's fun. Yeah, so don't forget, Monday meetup. We're going to go and try and do it again this Monday. We cancelled last Monday because we said nobody had registered to come, but then 3 people turned up, and I was glad I went down for a quick pint. Unfortunately, it turned into a bit of a sesh anyway, but that's another story. So yeah, so if you do want to come to Monday meetup and you are on the island, drop us a line, me at timothydown.com, or go to timothydown.com on the website, just to give me a heads up that you're thinking of coming. If you say you're coming and you don't turn up, that's also okay, not a problem. We'll be down there anyway. I'll have a couple of tapas and then go home. We're trying to eat a little bit less these days, but we'll see. So what am I going to do? Well, first of all, we've been on 10 minutes and it's only 6:06, so that's pretty cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play you 3 films, and after the 3 films I'm going to ask you what you think, and then whilst you're watching the films, I'll read some of your comments. So here's the very first introduction that I did to the channel of why we're doing Living with MS in Tenerife. This is from I can't remember when it's from, but it's from quite early on. So I'm going to mute myself. So you're probably wondering why I'm sat here in a bar in the middle of Tenerife. Well, the simple answer is I suffer with multiple sclerosis. I don't actually have multiple sclerosis, but I do suffer with it because my wife has had it for the past 15 years. We lived in Bavaria, in the southern part of Germany, and it was beautiful in the summer. In the winter, it was terrible because there was snow on the ground, or slush was the worst. And so I asked her one evening, what do you want out of life? And she said, I want to sleep late, I want to wake up with the sun in my face, I want to go for a swim, do my exercises, have a brunch till about lunchtime, then relax in the afternoon, listen to an audiobook, Skyping with family and friends, and in the evening have a cooked meal with a bottle of wine with the sun going down on a balcony overlooking the ocean. I said, well, that's doable. So we realised all the cash we could and moved to the south of Tenerife. And this is our story. Well, I hope you like that one, Ladles and Jelly Spoons. That was the very first intro that I did. It was done on a GoPro in the middle of a bar, just with the local mic, I think it was, and it was pretty loud, and I had to blur the people in the background, which I didn't do a very good job of, but anyway. But that was the first one we did, and after a while we started doing other ones, telling you about our lives here, and a little bit about the weather. And then obviously COVID hit, and I started doing the balcony banter, which was the COVID updates, which is a daily thing. Well, it started off daily, and then it very quickly went to sort of like skipping bits, and no, I don't want to do it today, and stuff like that. But I tried to look for today in 2019 or 2018 as it was, but Stephanie and Cassim were on the island, and I wasn't doing it because they were visiting. So that was weird. I noticed a couple of people asking if it's rained here today. Yes, it did. Started last night with a big thunderstorm, and then it rained around from about 10 o'clock to right till the afternoon. So it was quite good. How old was Christina there, Tim? In the picture she was quite young actually. I got a nice good picture of her, and she was probably in early 40s there. When you get home, check an email I sent you, a link to availability of vaccine, John Drew. John, I did actually see the message you put on there. Thank you for that. And I also went on to, let me see if I can get it now. I went on to the official Gobierno de Canarias website, and I found it. So it's right here. So they're offering a third vaccine for people who are between 60 and 69, and the booster jab. And you turn up at the Magma Centre any day between 8 and 4, and is it 8 and 4? The Magma Centre a partir de, I don't know, but anyway, you can actually go and get your booster jab now, and if you've had the Pfizer or the Moderna, you have to have it 6 months before you get your booster, and if you've had 2 AstraZeneca, it only 3 months. So 3 months after you've had your last AstraZeneca, you can go and get I think it's a Pfizer booster they're giving you. So that's apparently that's been quite good. Don't know if you can hear the music in the background. I got a strike from my Wednesday walk, and Thursday I woke up and thought it was Friday, so I didn't go on the walk, and then I realised I was wrong, and oh dear, that's another walk I'm going to miss. Yeah, so thanks John for that. What else? Oh yeah, new comments. Simon, Moira, a bit of a lump in the throat, Tim, brings you back to reality. Yep, it does, it does. It does. I'm out for 2 weeks. Can we meet? Tom Herpman, the Food Channel. Tom, if you're coming out, then we do have this Monday meetup if you want to come to Kawasaki. If you can't make that, let me know where you are, and I'll come offline and say hi to you. I had a holiday in Tenerife before you moved there. Yeah, we actually came in 2012. I loved the place and said I was going to come here when I retire, then it sort of seeded the idea that we could come early. And so we came 3 times a year then in all the seasons for 2 years before we then moved over in 2014. So it was like March 2012 and we moved over in July 2014. And we were there 7 times in between the times, looking for places and stuff like that. So we didn't find our flat until the very last time we were here in May 2014. And we rented the flat middle of June, even though, no, the middle of June, yeah. No, what's before June? March, April, May. The middle of May we had to rent the flat there and then, and it was empty for the rest of May and June because we came over in July. But he said if you don't book it, you got to do it. So we paid a month and a half when we weren't even using it. Plus we had to pay a month to the woman. Plus we had to pay a month, which is deposit. So that was quite a bit. But anyway, we'd sold the house and everything, so that was not too bad. But yeah, we looked all over the island and we thought the south was best with the standard weather because it is sort of a bit like rainforest in the north and a little bit windy on the southeast coast. But on here, the southwest coast, it's like a desert. So today's rain is probably the first time I've seen rain in a year. So probably not, but I don't remember the last time. So we had to bring everything in. I know I keep going pink. It's because we got these lights here. If you have a look at the ceiling up there, it's sort of like special neon lights, and they sort of like do a dance, and then they stay pink for a while, and then they go zoom, zoom, and yellow and blue and that. Here we go. You can't really see it with the rolling shutter of the iPad actually. Oh, I just turned it back and it started doing it. There you go. Oh, well, forget it. But anyway, that's why I'm sort of sometimes red. So when we started doing this, we started showing people what we were doing. So this one's one of my favourites. I'm going to mute myself again and show you a new one. Oh, somebody was asking about the new deadly to humans virus from Africa. They're all deadly to humans, but you're probably right. It's this new variant is probably more deadly. I don't know. I've only heard what I've heard on the media. I haven't heard from doctors and stuff. So Facebook isn't your best place to go. But there you go. And so here is, oh, it's South African variant, right? So they're stopping planes from South Africa coming into the country. So that's good. So let's mute me and play the next one, which is Wheelchair Bonanza. This is Carlos. He's used to go to the bathroom and down to the garage. Also, he's used to go to other people's houses so that Christina doesn't destroy the place. For most of the day, Pablo is the chair of choice. It's most comfortable, and it is an indoor chair that we use to go down to the pool, and at a pinch we can go downtown. It's great for watching TV. And the latest addition is Eduardo. Eduardo is a foldable, lightweight wheelchair that we keep in the car. We use it for going out and about, and I can also drive it using the manual joystick at the back.
It's quite hot for Boxing Day.
This is Tim and Christina Dowd for living with multiple sclerosis in Tenerife. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's a little icon in the bottom right-hand corner. And we'll see you again soon. Well, thank you very much. That was my faulty towers moment for the day. Have you got deaf? Can you hear me, mother? Can you hear me? Yeah, so I'll start again. So those are the 3 wheelchairs we have at the moment. There's 3 wheelchairs we have at the moment. So the one she sat in with the foldable one, we keep that in the car. Actually, we keep that in the house at the moment, but it's usually in the car. And she uses that for going out and about. And the Carlos is the manual wheelchair. We use that for going to the shower and stuff. And short trips and trips where Christina's doing other stuff and I'm just pushing her around. So we don't actually put the foot thing on that, and I just tip her back and just move around. So it's very easy to get around corners and stuff in the flat. When I'm not there, she sits in Pablo. And that Pablo was great because it's got the middle wheels and she can turn around basically on her own axis. So that's very good for that. And we just had it repaired. Actually, it cost me €350. We got new arms, and the controller was broke, so we got a new controller as well. Okay. The room's still open if anyone wants to join in. Go to timothydowd.com/live and you come say hello. We're not going to stay on long though. What I'm going to do now is to show you, the next one is a 10-minute version of the first balcony banter that we did, which was lockdown day 1. So it's a little bit long, but it gave me time to order the food. So, so let me just see what you're saying. So don't come in just now then, is basically what I'm saying. Do you have to tease us, Tim? I wasn't teasing you. Don't forget the thumbs there. Totally forgot that. Does Christina get physiotherapy, Tim? She started doing it and then it didn't really do anything for her. And it was more of a hassle to get her out to the hospital and on the bed. And then I had to walk around for an hour and she was getting it done by this guy. And she said the stress of getting out and going and doing it was worse than the benefit she got from it. So I do the physiotherapy now in the bed in the morning. I bend her legs and stuff, bend her feet, and standing up, sitting down. But she can't really stand up on her own now. It's very weak. And actually, no, she can't stand up at all on her own. But I try and sort of like straighten her legs out and so that her bones are holding her up. But it's really tiring for her. So I don't think she'd enjoy it. We do have an appointment on the 21st of January with the neurologist in Santa Cruz in the Unidad de Esclerosis Multiplica, which is the multiple sclerosis department in the university hospital. So they're pretty good. They're pretty clued up. And there's usually a couple of, what they call, I think they're using her as a guinea pig to train the people on, this is where you're screwed, pal. This is the bit in multiple sclerosis where you're screwed, this woman here. She can't see, she can't hear, she can't walk. But she's happy as Larry. So, what do you know? Okay, I'm going to play the 9-minute one now. And 154 people watching. We're getting more people on a Friday now. So, this is Freaky Friday. Now, we just got somebody in the room after I said don't come in the room. And I know who it is, it's Johnny Vlogger because he's got his phone the wrong way around.
Hello?
Hello? If you turn your phone sideways, I'll put you on.
Hey?
Can you hear me?
I can just hear you, yeah.
If you put your phone on turn sideways, I'll put you on the screen. That doesn't work. It's out. Oh, there it is. It does work. There you go. Here he is, Johnny Vlogger. How's it going, my friend?
Hello.
You can't hear me, no?
I can hear you, yeah.
Ah, good. I'm just going to show this 10 minutes video and order the food, then come back and say ta-ra. So if you just want to say hello, and
okay,
you say you're coming
worries.
over on the 6th of December?
Yep.
Cool, dude. Are you coming to the Monday meetup?
I'm coming over on the 5th, so I'll see you the next day.
Perfect. Are you on your own or are you bringing somebody this time?
I'm coming out on my own, but Tom's coming out a few days later.
Okay, but he won't make the 6th, no?
No, he'll probably come out the following week to meet you.
Okay. As I said, if he wants to meet up privately, that's fine by me. Give me a call. But if he wants to meet up on the meetup and be on the show, then that's also okay.
Yep.
Let's do it like this. Ching. Live Q&A, comments below. It's 6:22, and I've got to play a 10-minute balcony banter. Not with Giuliani, it's our first one with just me and Chris. And so I'm going to order the food while that's happening. So thanks for coming on, Johnny, and I'll see you soon.
All right, take care.
You too, man.
Bye.
That was Johnny Vlogger, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming in. And as I say, on the Fridays, if you want to pop in and say hello, that's fine by me. But now it's a bit too late. I'm going to close the room, actually. I'll leave it open, but don't come in, because I have to leave it open to listen to the other stuff. Otherwise, I got to do it. Anyway, it's complicated. It's complicated, you know. So this is the very first Balcony Banter lockdown, day 1. And I'm going to order the food. Then I'll come back, read your comments. I will say ta-ra. When the food arrives, I'm out of here. Okay, see you in a bit. Well, here we are. This is Tim.
And Christina.
And it's our first day of lockdown in Tenerife. And it's not too bad because we don't go out on a Sunday anyway much. Went shopping yesterday. Wasn't too much panic buying. A couple of shops ran out of certain things. I went to one shop, ran out of a chicken. Went to the other shop, had plenty of chickens. Went to one shop, run out of water. Other shop, plenty of water. Although we don't buy the bottled water, we just use it from the tap. It's safe to use. We drink fizzy water anyway, so what else do we do?
Which we get delivered.
Yeah, we get that delivered, yeah. And he's still working because the company that delivers, Agua de Terror, is has said they're going to keep working, so that's pretty good. We haven't seen any bad stuff, and in fact it's only good. We're probably one of the safest countries in Europe at the moment, where we're on lockdown. You are allowed to go out, and you are allowed to go to the shops for provisions, to the chemist. You're allowed to, I believe, walk your dog, but you've got to keep a certain distance away from other dog owners. What else can you do? Go to the doctor, of course. Go to the hospital if you need to.
Go to the chemist.
Go to the chemist. What else can you do?
Can you fill up the tank?
You can go and get petrol for your car as well. So yeah, that's another thing you can do. What you can't do is do things that are non-essential, like going to the hairdressers. So I'm devastated. My kid.
Yeah.
And your hairdresser came to the house on Friday, so that was good. It looks like we're going to be in lockdown for 2 weeks, which probably means that the virus won't spread at all in Spain, although we had very few cases here on Tenerife anyway, and but at least we won't be spreading it around. The only thing we have seen is that it hasn't filtered down to the hotels and the tourists at the moment. They're still allowed, well, not allowed, but they're still going out of the hotel and mingling. The police are trying to herd them back into the hotels, and I'm not sure how the hotels are going to be doing food. I'm sure the kitchens will be open, but not the restaurants or the bars. Some people say it starts 8 o'clock tomorrow, and other people say it started at midnight last night, so there's a little bit of confusion there. I was even confused at one point, but basically the emergency features are immediate, and the law becomes law for freedom of movement on Monday at 8, but they're expecting you to follow the emergency rules immediately. There will be fines if you flaunt the rules. I don't know whether that's going to be a fine immediately or whether it's a repeat offence or whatever. And some people have been saying it's up to 30,000 euros, but I haven't seen any details on that, any sources, just hearsay on Facebook, which is where I get most of the information.
For me, not much changes.
No, it's just that. Oh, well, he
I
does.
got my TV
Yeah.
at home.
I don't go out often now because I go shopping every day. All the local bars and restaurants are closed. Some of the restaurants are offering home delivery or takeaways, which they're allowed to do. People are allowed to go to work, but most of the works are closed. So if you're working in a restaurant or a bar, then probably you don't have to go to work because there's nobody coming in. The buses are still functioning, but at 50%. Taxis are still going, but you can only get a taxi for essentials. You know, you can't just go and have a day out or a trip out. So anybody who's upset that their holiday was cancelled, it's better actually that you stay where you are, because here you wouldn't really have much fun. If you do have a balcony, you can lounge in the sun, but today it's a little bit nippy, to tell you the truth. It's cloudy, the sun's not out here in Costa Adeje. It's still 23 degrees, so it's not too bad, but we still feel the nip, don't we, kid?
Yeah.
In the air.
Doesn't feel like 23.
It doesn't feel like 23. Maybe it's just coming off the wall. I'll leave it there and see if it goes down. It's quite clear skies today. It's been quite warm the last week, but they're reckoning this week it's going to go further down. So what else we got to tell them? We're going to be giving you updates every day. Not that we know anything every day, but just about the weather and what we're doing at home. So Christina's got a few little projects she wants me to do the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So mostly involves washing the dishes.
And tidying up.
And tidying up, because I'm a messy, you know, I'm a messy. I'm not dirty, but I'm messy. What else do we do? Oh yeah, you go on your bike every day, don't you, kid?
Yep.
We can sleep late.
Yep. I listen to my book.
Listen to book and music. We've got internet and we've got TV and we've got lots of music and audiobooks. Go.
Yeah.
So it's not
And I
too bad.
get help doing birthday wishes, which I plan to do on the computer, and TV's gonna help me.
I'll read all her emails from her fans. What else are we going to do? We're not going to be able to go out. I'm not going to be able to go photographing, so I might do a few photographs off the balcony. If I do go out shopping, which you are allowed, I'll see if I can stick the 360 camera on the roof and do a sort of a quick thing. I just hope I don't get caught and people think I'm doing it for fun, but I'll try and give you an idea of what the streets are like. Although me going shopping, there's not many streets with people on it anyway, because it's just the main road up to Adeje in it. So
Yeah.
we don't go in the tourist areas.
And don't chance to get fined because we haven't got any money.
Yeah, if I get fined because of you guys, then obviously you're going to have to chip into PayPal. That's paypal.me.livingwithms. I don't know what it is anyway. I don't know. That's your account anyway. You know how much is in it?
Well,
0. Well, you're all right, aren't you, kid?
yeah,
At least the top half of you, the talking half.
you know.
The talking half. She's on a bike at the moment, so that's keeping her muscles in tone, hopefully. Because Christina doesn't walk at all, do you, kid?
Nope,
Can't even stand up anymore, can you, kid?
nope.
Oh, a shame. But you're lucky that you got somebody to look after you, haven't you, kid?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, so Christina's got an audiobook, but it's going a bit haywire at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's 12 hours into the book and you're going buzzing in your ears, are you? Yeah.
they hate me. They try to make everything really hard for me.
Yeah, your old iPods went south, didn't they? One was broken, the other one, and then Apple changed the system. Touch or an iPhone, that works. But all the old stuff, Apple have just thrown all the disabled people out the window. With the tactile buttons, you just can't go from chapter to chapter anymore since we've upgraded to the new system. I'm hoping they're going to bring it back, but probably not, because they want to sell the new stuff. What they should do is, if you're listening, is create an iPod for people who can't see, because those are the people who need it most. Isn't it?
Yes.
Anyway, this is a quick
they
one for
can't
today.
read.
This is a quick one for today. We'll be on the balcony banter again tomorrow, give you an update, And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe, ring the little bell for notifications. And if you're watching on Facebook, don't forget to go and like our page, because we put lots of pictures up on the page. You may be seeing this in Isle of Tenerife or Tenerife Real Forum Community or the Expat Forum. But if you haven't liked our page yet, go to @LWMST and give us a like. Thank you very much. This is Tim.
And Christina.
We're living with MS in Tenerife. Signing off. Bye.
Bye.
I can't reach. I've got to come round. Now they're playing carols. So I can't see your comments at the moment because I've been downloading the menu. I'll put a link in the description later. It's not there now. I'll put a link in the description later, and you can have that. And grateful with the pandemic, find you all lovely vloggers. I did see somebody as it was going past. We kept you all going, Judy. Thank you so much. Okay, everybody else talking about themselves there. So I hope you enjoyed that. And at the end, you see the camera following me. That was an auto follow thing I had, and I've forgotten I'd had that, so I'm going to use that again. You can't really use it for live. Okay, you probably could. You probably could actually. So I got the menu here, and I tried to upload it to the system. I'll just try it again to see if it's now done. Photo library. No, they're not come up yet because I did it on my phone, and. I'm not muted, thank God for that. And here, okay, I'll show you what it is now. So let's show you like this. So this is, yeah, there we go. So this is what we're having. I'm having the soup, sweet and sour. Then we're having mini rolls and the little dumplings. Is that way? That's that way, yeah, there we go. Little dumplings. There you go. And then we're going to have a portion of rice and the duck, Thailand duck. So that whole comes to 13 plus 7 is 20, 24, 26, 29, 25. So $30. And that's enough for the two of us. They think it's just for me and that I'm a greedy guts, but there you go. Okay, let's have a look to see what you're doing. Hi Tim, how are you? Says Shelley. I'm fine, thank you. Hi Tina, so many lovely people on Tim's live. Yeah, you can come on anytime you like. Anytime you like, you want to come on. In fact, I'm waiting for the food now, so if you want to come on and say hello, don't forget to turn your phone sideways. Make sure there's no big light behind you. Make sure you got your earphones or your ear pods in is better, and especially the ones with the microphone as well, and you can hear better. Well, you can come over. Arriving Tuesday, do you want to bring a Stollen, Mike Stubbs? We can get Stollen here, but thank you so much, Mike. Please don't bring us anything. We want for nothing, and we're trying to get rid of clutter. So thank you so much for everybody who's thought of us, and everybody who does come over and bring stuff. Thank you so much, but please don't. Please keep the space for yourselves, and just come over and give us your warm smiles. That's all we ask. But Mike, hope to see you during the week or on the following Monday if you're still here. If you can't make it and you want to meet up, just let me know. I'm usually out on a Tuesday and a Thursday, or Thursday for you. I'm usually out on a Thursday doing something, so I can swing by where you are and we can say hello. Or you can meet us up on Freaky Friday, and I don't know where I'm going to be, but you can come and jump in on this as well. Same here, Ali. Very true, says Ali. I'm lucky I found MDT. There you go. Weekend. It's the weekend now, Tim and Chrissy. It is the weekend. It is the weekend. We don't do much on the weekend, but I am actually going to do a film at the weekend for next week. We're both lucky to have each other. We're a lovely couple. I think we were mates first. That's the biggest thing. I mean, I was always in love with her, but she saw me as a friend first, and then I just wooed her like a 16-year-old, and ended up. She wasn't going to get married. I'll have to ask her to tell you about her early lives, because she was a bit of a rebel, you know. She was a lot of a rebel, in fact. You wouldn't put it. You wouldn't look at it now. Butter doesn't melt in her mouth now. But she was like hardcore, hardcore. She'd like just get up one morning and say, "I'm going to Greece." Get on a bus and go to Greece. I'm not kidding you. I got on a bus and go to Greece. And then one day she decided, Jim Morrison is my idol, and it's the anniversary of his death, and I'm going to go overnight to Paris and sit on his grave. She did that as well. In fact, when we got married, it was the 20th death day of Jim Morrison on our honeymoon. And I said, "Where do you want a honeymoon?" She says, "We could go to Paris." And I thought, the city of love, you know. So we gets to Paris, and then she says, "Right, off to Père Lachaise, to the grave of Jim Morrison." Unfortunately, we couldn't get in because it was the 20th death day and it was heaving, and the police weren't letting anybody in. So I'd got a suit on. I put a suit on, and Chris got a dress on, and we walked up to the Père Lachaise. And the police said, "Yeah, you can't come in today." I said, "Why not?" They said, "Well, it's the 20th death day of Jim Morrison." I said, "Who's that?" "We've come to see Oscar Wilde." And they said, "Nice try." Sent us away. So we got some cheese, a bottle of wine, and some French bread, and sat just outside the walls and had lunch there. That was cool. Then we got a train to North Wales to see my granny. That was good. We've never forgotten the beer she gave. She gave us a Beck's beer in a bottle, and that was the tastiest beer I've ever had. I don't know if you can hear the carols in the background, but it's getting very festive here. I don't know when the food's going to come. I should have ordered earlier. Timmy Casino kept going with the vlog. Here we go. One thing grateful is the pandemic. Find you all the Bob. Oh, we've done that one. Stormy in the UK now. Yeah, I've seen that actually. I've got this weather app that gives me sort of a quite a good satellite picture, quite an accurate one in fact. And so I always use that because that gives you a better idea of what the weather's going to be like here than finding temperatures and stuff. Because temperatures sort of like are totally weird. But if you go onto maps on this one and Europe, you can get quite a good quite a good view of that. Like that one. There we go. So that's pretty cool. And this is what you got over UK at the moment. So it looks like an anticyclone. Yeah, which is bringing north winds in. It's just crossed over you now, and you're getting the north wind being pulled down from the Arctic right at this moment. So north of Scotland, there'll probably be a bit of snow on there on the east coast, I would say, and way down into the Midlands there. London's probably drier in the south. Wales, it's just wet. Just wet Wales. Wet Wales. But that's a good app. The app is called, on iOS, it's called Weather Pro. And on an iPad, it's called Weather Pro HD. But if you buy the 1 year subscription to the movie maps and stuff, I think that's $8.99, but the app is free. You get a 5-day forecast, and you don't get any radar or anything, but you get a 5-day forecast and a reasonable satellite picture. But if you want the animated maps and the history and 14-day forecast, I think it only costs you $8.99 a year. So it's well worth it. It's by the Mateo Group. It's a French meteorological company. So that's quite good. That's quite good. So what else have I got to tell you? Don't tell Chris, but I got a new camera bag, because the rucksack that I've got holds everything, but it's not very good at getting stuff out. So I've got a little bag right in front of me with my camera in and my iPad, and it actually fits the mini tripod underneath, which is good. And then the big tripod goes in the back, and then when I go out to do my recorded vlogs, I can actually set it all up. Now, you know what I'm like, all the gear and no idea. I haven't been out yet. It's playing like a movie in my head. Like we said on Balcony Banter, my mind movie. I'm doing a great job on my head, but I haven't done anything yet. So the theory is that I get up, I pick a spot, I go to a place, I do a wide shot of where I am, the beach or the people or the sky or whatever, and then I zoom in from from outer space using, what is it called? Oh no, I pressed the wrong one. It doesn't matter, Google Earth it is. So I zoom in using Google Earth, and then as I come down, I take a picture with my 360-degree camera, and then I can blend the Google Earth with the 360-degree camera and say hello. And then I cut to me sat in the bar introducing the thing, and then you go into a selection of B-roll, and then maybe I'll interview the owner if they're interested, or I'll just show the menu. But it's going to be afternoons, so it's like where to go in Tenerife on an afternoon to have a couple of beers, and I've got the hiccups now, with a couple of beers and that. So, and then I'll just pick a spot and pick a particular restaurant, or I might just pick a few restaurants and just do an area. So, but then I'm going to do one a week, and I'm going to put a bit of fun in it, and get a bit of CGI in there as well, like I like doing. If you've not seen any of those, go look back at some of the CGI ones, some of the uploaded ones. But I'm doing way too many lives and not enough decent films. And the lives, people will watch them, but because they're live, they actually come back. Un momento. ¿Está lista? Muy bien. Okay, the food's ready. I got to go and pay. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'll be doing that. So look out for that one next week, and I'll actually upload it as its own video. But I'll do a highlight reel on the Friday, like on Freaky Friday, to show you what I've been doing. Maybe even a couple of behind the scenes, or maybe some Fawlty Towers moments. Right, so let's just have a quick look to see what you guys are saying before I go and pay and go. P&O, pay and go. Okay, still talking about weather, it looks like. Watching John tonight, Ali Bennett from Newcastle. Windy at the moment, says Christine Willoughby. Hi Tim, late, says Michelle T. No problems, have a look on catch up, some good stuff in there today. I'm a celebrity, I'm not having any lives tonight because of the storm, so it must be bad in Wales too. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, I looked at that. It did look bad in Wales there. Tim, that would be great. I'd like to look back on Christina's past. She's just a lovely lady, having met her attitude, and her situation is brilliant. Yeah, I'll see if she wants to talk about it. Because, I mean, I paint her sort of like this wild woman, but she would never do that herself. She would never do that herself. She got a picture of her and Stevie Ray Vaughan coming back from the Oktoberfest before the concert, and he was wrecked. He was totally wrecked. Jimmy England, thank you so much for the donation there. It nearly went past. Have a quick drink, Sim. Thank you. I've just had one, but I am driving, so I can't have any more. Because they've closed down the quick walk-through. I've got to go all the way up to the top road and back round. And the food will be thingy. Cold. Actually, we're in the middle of a red weather warning. Oh dear. Okay, I got to go, because they've said. And we'll see you on Meetup Monday. I'm having the weekend off. As I say, I'm going to maybe do a recorded one. And I'm going to go walking again Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I promise I'll do at least 2 of those days. Monday Meetup if you want to come. Send me an email. Let me know you're coming. And what else was I going to say? Wednesday Balcony Banter. I don't know what the subject is for Wednesday Balcony Banter. Have a look on Julian Nendel's channel. To see vlog 21, number 17, I think it is. Have a look there to see what we're going to talk about on Wednesday, and we'll see you soon. This is Tim Dowd for Living with MS in Tenerife signing off. Google thinks you might like this one next, and if you want to support the channel anonymously, you can go to the website here, and if you're not subscribed, you can subscribe for free right here, and we'll see you in the next one. This is Tim Down for Living with MS in Tenerife, signing off. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000,